Hey friends, surprise. It's Sunday, but here I am because it's a holiday weekend, and so we're doing it a little different this weekend. This is the Saturday Psychic Sampler, but it's not. It's the Sunday Psychic Sampler. So, how great is that? That means that I will be taking your specific questions, as specific as you can get, and I will give you specific answers, as specific as I can get. If you happen to be watching an archive, thank you so much for being here. If you hear something that comes up in someone's reading that resonates for you, go ahead and take it to your heart because, hey, that's how it works. So people are starting to come into the room. Good morning to all of you. So glad that you are here. Thanks so much for being here. For those of you who do live in the U.S., I hope you are having and have had a great Thanksgiving weekend. And I'm happy to see all of you. I also want to let you know a couple of things as we get started. Hey, Donna, you caught me actually live. Fantastic. So a couple of things. First of all, we have a tarot meetup on YouTube this afternoon at 4 p.m. I would love to see you there. You can find the direct link right here on Facebook, or just go to my YouTube channel, Christiana Gaudet. You can look for the live feed or go into the playlists, and it will be in the live tarot webinars playlist. That's at 4 p.m. today, Eastern Time. I also want to let you know I am available for readings and mentorship sessions by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, WhatsApp, Duo, whatever works best for you. Feel free to reach out to schedule your session. You can also go to my website, tarotbychristiana.com, to schedule directly there. And while you're there, make sure you sign up for my Tarot Topics weekly newsletter. Now, that brings us to StarCon. StarCon is going to be all online on this really great platform. We are going to have so much fun. StarCon is an online tarot conference, and we're doing stuff even beyond tarot. We'll be doing some Lenormand, some Kipper, oracle cards, all kinds of stuff. We have a really wide variety of topics. You can sign up now, and if you hunt around, you will find, or you can ask me for it, you will find a discount code to give you 10% off. And so if you're looking for that information, I've got it all over social media, but you can reach out and I will give it to you because we would love to see you at StarCon, January 22nd through 24th. So it is coming up. All right, let's get to work. Let's get to work. We have a lot of great questions here. And here's the deal. We want specific questions, not who's with me in spirit or what does the universe want me to know. Those are great questions, but not for today. For today, the more specific you can be, the more specific I can be. And that's how we're going to work. So I am so happy to see you all here. I will answer the questions in the order that I see them, and I will indeed try to get to everyone. Starting with Lisa Bruno Mazzone. Okay, so I've discovered Lisa's questions are very often not as specific as I would like, but very often she's trying to get me, she's double tasking and multitasking and might be driving. So I'll do the best I can with this because are you moving to Arizona? Are you visiting Arizona? You know, not sure, but let's see what the cards say. And the answer is, my guess is it's a visit, not a move. And I am thinking it's going to be sooner rather, well, you know, there's a lot you have to work out to make it happen. There's a lot of scheduling possibilities. I did get an answer there. Let's see, what was that? Visiting, but we'll move there one day. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I feel like you will visit sometime between now and September, and you are likely to move there, you know, maybe even within 2 years. Is that possible? So, and I do think it's good for you. I do think that Arizona is a good place for you. That feels good. All right. All right. So, and thank you, Lisa, for being our first question today. Okay. Okay. Kim Murphy case, will it sell? Okay, let's take a look. Let's see what we got going on here. And the answer is yes, it will. It may take a minute and you may have to come down on your price a little, but yes, it will. Okay. TK, nice to see you. Glad you're here. I liked your step video. I've done Zumba step before in classes back when we used to do exercise classes. It was fun. Okay, TK. Will I need to take my Canada medical test and will there be any issues? I do think that you will need to take some sort of a test. I do not think that there will be any issues preventing your entrance. Okay. Okay, Esmeralda, happy birthday. Glad that you're here. We're doing the psychic sampler here, which is specific questions. So go ahead and ask a specific question. I will be happy to answer. And happy birthday to you. Okay, Melissa Burkhammer, so nice to see you. Why do I feel so stagnant, unable to feel like I can't move forward? So, I think some of that is just environmental. Like during this difficult time, a lot of people are feeling this way. But it is also true. It is also true that you have gone through a lot in your life, and so you recently. And so you may be, I'm not making a diagnosis here, but you may be in a certain amount of post-traumatic stress, if you will. I feel like you will be able to move forward, but right now you need to hold space for yourself. Part of this stagnancy is what you need to heal. So let's, maybe switch that up and recognize it probably isn't stagnancy. It's probably holding space for healing. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Hey, Teresa Iannuzzi, so nice to see you. Should I keep the car I have or get a different one? Man, that's a hard thing. I'm kind of thinking it's going to be time for a different one pretty soon. That's what's going to make sense for you in terms of both finances and convenience. I am thinking that. Okay, Melanie, is my mother in spirit with me these days? Yes, very much, and she is delighted. And this is interesting because in life, I'm not sure she would have been, but because she has the healing of being in spirit, she is delighted to see how you are lightening up and how you are exploring in life. And it makes her happy to see that. She wants to see more of that. Lavana, good to see you. I'm thinking of moving to Central Florida. Would that move be better for me? Honestly, I think it really could be. I think that could work out for you energetically, financially, in a lot of different ways, yes. Hey, Deb Hare, so nice to see you here. Glad you're here. Do I see anyone coming into your life romantically? And I feel like there's been a lot of hurry up and wait in that aspect of life recently. You certainly have friends, though. And I know it's hard in the pandemic as well, but yes, 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 yes. There will be a significant partner. And I realize you had a significant partner for many, many years, and we are not looking at a replacement for that person. That would be impossible. But someone who could be your person, I think that is coming. And I think you're going to have to be a bit patient, but also proactive, as I know you have been. And I do believe that is coming. Hey, Steffi Oswald, nice to see you. What is the underlying reason for my current emotional upheaval? So I'm so sorry that you were going through an emotional upheaval. I know that's never pleasant. However, I do have to say that sometimes emotional upheaval is the predecessor of greater enlightenment and growth. So let's take a look and see if that is the case for you. You know, here's the thing, Steffi. Here's the thing. You are really trying to figure out what is true on a psychic level, in terms of family stuff, in terms of your own story throughout your life. And I just feel like you've been in a situation, maybe this is family, maybe this is relationship, where there's been a certain amount of gaslighting, where you have been asked to believe that something is true that is not true. And I feel like you are really trying to figure out what is actually true. And as an intuitive, you know, there's what you get intuitively, but then there's what you think is intuitive, but is really emotional because it's hard to separate those things. And then there's what your experience is versus what other people are telling you your experience was. And all of that, I think, is at war. And so this whole thing for you ultimately is a search for truth. And that's what you're dealing with. Lynn Collins, so nice to see you. What can I do to ensure that my online jewelry show is a success? Invite a lot of people, spend some money promoting it, and do some videos, do some live stream videos in advance as previews. Very good. And congratulations. I'm excited for you. Fatima, how will I know when the right time is for me to start my new journey in life? Or has it already been time and I need to move now? Very good question. Very good question. All right, let's see what we got here. How will I know when the right time is for me to start my new journey in life? I think it's hard, you know, because it's going to be difficult. And the time is coming. It's not here now. You haven't missed it, but it is coming. And how will you know? You will know, you know, it's that old quote, the fear of not blooming will become greater than the fear that you have of allowing yourself to bloom. And that is the time at which it will happen. And I sort of mangled that quote, but you know what I'm saying. Okay. Donna DiStefano, so nice to see you. Stomach problems. What's going on there? Obviously not a doctor, but let's see. I wonder how much of this is related to emotional stuff. From my perspective, I would say see a doctor just to be sure. But my guess is it's not going to be anything serious. Okay. Ooh, Cheryl Jefferson, have a house leak. Is it possible for it to be fixed by not calling in a plumber? Can you fix it yourself? Honestly, I think you probably could. And obviously, too, you know, if you try to be your own plumber and you don't know plumbing, you can make things worse. So you have to be careful. And also, I don't know if you read last week's newsletter about metaphors. There's a metaphor here. The leak in your house is a metaphor, something you need to think about in your own heart. So you might maybe be able to take a stab at fixing it and also consider the metaphor. Uma Elizabeth, I am feeling stuck and uninspired. I'm so sorry, professionally speaking. How do I get things moving again? Well, and I can understand because so much of your professional life was about going places and doing things, entertaining at parties and that kind of thing. And you were really, kicking some butt with that. And so this whole COVID thing has made things kind of weird, hasn't it? So I think that's part of it, obviously. But I think there's more because I think that on a psychic level, when we look specifically at your work as a reader, you are still growing into yourself that way. You are still figuring out how everything works. And I think some of this stuckness, although, maybe a little upsetting professionally and financially, it's really part of the growth of a reader. And I think sometimes we have to sort of sit with what we're learning. It's like energize, 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 growth. Energize, growth. And so an energizing time can feel like stuck and can make you a little stuck financially, but it's not really stuck. You're growing, you just don't know it. So I think the way to get things moving again is to acknowledge that and really explore the ways in which you are growing and actively explore what your gifts are and who you are as a reader. Linda Armstrong, how can I better deal with a coworker's extremely low self-esteem? That is such a hard and difficult thing. And, it's not your job to fix this person. It is also, something like, it sounds like you're working with Eeyore. Thanks for noticing me. It's not easy, and it's not helpful to the work environment. And, what you have to do is hold compassion for this person, but at the same time, you cannot let this energy affect you or affect the whole energy at work. So it really is a balancing act for you. And, just recognize, because there's a part of you that just wants to help and fix everything and everyone. And this is a problem that you did not create and cannot fix. This is a problem that will not be fixed until this person is ready to fix it. And honestly, we have to look at, why does this person hang on to this story? Obviously, this story serves this person in some way. This person must like it, or they wouldn't still be doing it. So that's a thing. Even though it's not yours to fix, that's a thing for you to think about. Okay, Emmy Noble, just want to say my hips are good. I'd asked you about them and they did check both. Very good. Oh, I'm so glad. Starting physical therapy. Wonderful. So good. Thanks for the report. Pamela, hi. Will this new sewing obsession become lucrative as supplemental income with the tarot healing and animal communication business that I'm building? Currently making quilted tarot spread cloths and will make bags too. And man, a good tarot bag is worth its weight in gold. I and many, many, many other tarotists are willing to spend as much on a bag as we do on a deck itself, because the bag protects the deck. So if you can make a really good tarot bag, not just one that's pretty, but one that will stand up to use, that I can guarantee you, I don't even need to look at the cards. I can guarantee you that will be successful. Do you want to know what a good tarot bag is? It's one that can protect my cards in my briefcase when I go to gigs. It's one where the cards won't come out of. It's one that will not rip. It's one that's cute and pretty and feels good, but is spiritually and mundanely protective. So there's your marching orders. All right. And I will say that my two favorite tarot bags ever, one had a really secure drawstring top, and the other was like an envelope and folded with a snap. I loved both of those the best. All right, now let's look at the cards. Get off my tarot bag soapbox here. Oh, yes, Pamela, you should absolutely consider this. Yes, 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 yes. And if you can find tarot fabric, making accessories for us to wear as well. And also tarot tablecloths. It is so hard to find a good tablecloth, not a spread cloth, a tablecloth. So many things. Okay. Barbara Ann, so nice to see you. Will I find part-time work in the new year? Yes, yes, you will. You may need to be a little creative about it, but yes, you will. Ermit, hello, need to know I've made change in my working style, reading style, and charges. Will it help me get more clients? Oh, what a great question. And the answer is yes. I think these are good changes. You just need to get the word out more, my friend. Oh, Pamela, like big, big. Big, like look at my reading table is a conference table, and round, you know, a lot of reading tables are round, big and round. Yes, yes. Okay. Okay, very good. Let's see. Hey, Dominique, nice to see you. Will our trip to Mexico for dental procedures be uneventful? The last time we were in Mexico, there was a hurricane. Oh my goodness gracious. How will this one go? There will be some difficulties. And that could just have to do with COVID restrictions or things of that nature. Will the dental work go well? I feel like there may be something that is more problematic than you had realized. So I do feel you want to, or maybe more painful than you had thought. Overall, will the weather be good? The weather will be mostly okay, not 100%, but mostly. Overall, it's still a good thing and will be fine, but it will be difficult. It will be difficult. Sorry, but there it is. Okay. Sayoni, how does the coming week look for me work-wise? Is it going to be hectic or balanced? Make sure you work well with your team and delegate and communicate with them, and it'll be somewhere in between. Okay. Okay, very good. Hang on one second here. Let me just, I scrolled too far. Let me get back to my, let's see. Here we go. I'm where I'm supposed to be. Okay. Rinalini, did I pronounce that correctly? I hope I did. When will I meet my life partner? So, I mean, so much of that is up to you and who you choose to make your life partner. And I feel like there's someone even around you now that would like to be that person, but maybe you're not so into that. And I would say definitely within the next 2 or 3 years is where I would see that. Okay. Sarah Madsen, so nice to see you. I love my work, teaching literacy and language processing skills, but I'm capped out with this company. I'm considering other options, but I'm afraid of losing the stability I have now. Should I risk losing it all or stay put for a while longer? Ooh, okay. I hear you. You do not want to jump out of the frying pan and into the fire. Stay put and do what you need to do to keep your spirits up and keep yourself engaged until the exact better situation shows up, and it will eventually. Okay. Okay, Jeanette West, so nice to see you. Is it the right time for me to move on in my relationship? Man, I feel like you're back and forth, back and forth, back and forth on this. I almost feel like you're in a situation where it is too good to leave, too bad to stay. So if you were to move on, it would certainly cause heartache, but you would meet someone else that would make you happy. If you stay, you know the deal. It is the same thing. It's not going to change. So you have to take a look at, is this what I want? That's the question. Neil knows me so well. I know you're not a medical doctor, right? That's the first thing I'm going to say. But I was wondering if the diarrhea that I'm experiencing is related to COVID or stress or both. Okay, so I'm sorry you're not feeling well, and I'm sorry you're having a COVID scare. So let's see. Honestly, in my mind, it's more likely stress. But obviously, go get a test just in case, right? But my guess is it's more likely stress. Okay. So TK is having deja vu. You know what that means? That means that despite things not going the way you wanted to, you are exactly where you need to be right now, this minute. In my mind, that is always what deja vu means. Okay. Tina Strayhorn, I'm curious about my financial future. Aren't we all? So, the question is, what are you doing to make sure it will be what you would like it to be? I feel like there's more you could be doing now to secure that financial future, and that's what you need to be thinking about. Hey, Jerry Lynn, I went on a job interview yesterday. Am I still in the running for it? I think yes, you are, Jerry Lynn. I'm not saying you will get it. It could go either way, but I think you're definitely in the running. Karen Winkle. Is my bunny scared of the kitten and staying away? That's the feral kitten, right? And staying away, or is it a normal pattern variation? Is the bunny afraid of the kitten? Yes, that's exactly what's happening, I believe. I think you're exactly right. Okay. Okay. And Uma says, yes, I read about it. It feels like a seasonal thing with its own purpose. Oh, yes. And I do believe its purpose is about your further enlightenment. Tammy Menenti, so nice to see you. Curious on forward movement as it relates to current and new relationships. Feel really stuck. Well, yeah, because you are really stuck and you're letting yourself be stuck. You gotta take out the trash, my friend. I'm sorry, that sounds horrible, but that's the way it feels. We may need to have a conversation soon. Reach out when you're ready. I just feel like the stuckness is of your own making, I have to say. Not your fault. It has a lot to do with things that you have been through in your life, without a doubt. But there it is. Denise Davis, for my friend Ann J, should she move house? And if so, will she be proactive or will it be forced upon her? She's 84, asked with her permission. You're such a good friend, Denise. Okay. Should she move on her own? She doesn't really want to. If she doesn't move, will it be forced upon her? Maybe. So what should she do? Proactively move? She really doesn't want to. I feel like if it's possible for her to stay where she is, that might be better if that's what she wants for now. And then she doesn't have to do it if she doesn't have to do it, right? Okay. Okay, let's see. Anita Lovett, so nice to see you. Will I be moving from Florida? And if so, how soon? I would say yes, you will, but it's not immediate. But it's within, okay, this is like a huge range, and I'm sorry, 6 months to 4 years. Hard to narrow that down, but yeah, I think you ultimately will. Okay, Misty Foster, nice to see you. The recent sale of my house caused a rift in my family. Is my mother ever going to get over it and mend our relationship? I have a very harsh thing to say here. Maybe you need to look at this, Misty, as a pattern of behavior in your mother that never puts your best interest first, that is controlling, and excuse me for saying it, somewhat narcissistic. And maybe you need to come to a place, and I know this is hard around the holidays, but come to a place where you are not dependent upon your mother's approval and not allowing her to play emotional blackmail with you. She has done this all of your life, and it has hurt you in ways that you have not even begun to realize. Sorry, I realize that was harsh, but there it is. And, eventually she'll get over it because she needs your attention. But I think you need to look at what kind of boundaries you need to have with her. I would love to have a private conversation with you about this. So reach out when you're ready. Lydia, what can I do to keep my spirits high during lockdown? I'm losing my happy spirit. I know how hard it is. This is a difficult time. What you can do particularly, meditate, meditate, meditate. And you know what else? Meditate. Use this as a time to really look within, to develop a good meditation practice. Do yoga. Read and study specifically things of a spiritual nature. And see what you can do to reach out to lift other people's spirits as well. Okay, very good. Lisa McCord, regarding the table, you listening, Pamela? A 48-inch round table, which is a common size four-seater. That is what I very often have too. The 48 or the 72 is good too. A lot of us, and a good heavy tablecloth with a fringe on the bottom, heavy, weighted, that won't slip around. Oh, that's what we need. Okay, Donna is asking a question for someone else. I have a man, but we're growing apart. A guy from high school wants me to leave and be with him. Okay, so the man that you're with, I think, I know there has been love there, but I also think there are some difficulties that if you were going to stay would need to be worked out. The guy from high school, no. Let me say it again, no. I know how intoxicating it is to be with someone who knew you way back when, and it makes you feel young. Oh, and there's a bonding there that happens back then, and no. Figure out what you're going to do in your current relationship, but do not let that be influenced by this guy from high school. You will regret it if you do. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, Varnica. Will my husband get the offer he wants from this company, and is it the right job for him? I think he will get the offer, and if he does, it is the right thing. Okay, Ridhi Bindra. Will I be getting a promotion or a job change? It's going to take a while for any of that to happen, but ultimately it is a promotion. I'm not sure if it's a new job or not, but it is a promotion. Okay, and this will be the last question I do. Dolores, will my home sell soon? And the answer is it will sell, but it's going to take some time. Friends, I want to remind you I am available for readings and mentoring programs, phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, you name it, we'll do it. And you can just reach out to me, or you can go to my website, tarotbychristiana.com, to schedule. Also, go to the StarCon page, STAARCON. There you will find a code to get your tickets for StarCon, which will be all online, so you can attend from wherever you are in the world. You will get a promo code for 10% off. So go there now and get your tickets. We'll look forward to seeing you there. StarCon will be January 22nd through 24th. And wherever you are in your tarot journey or your journey of divination, you would like to join us. And join us today on YouTube, Christiana Gaudet on YouTube, for our tarot meetup at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll see you there. Thanks so much.